What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Ja'Marr Chase. I'm starting to get into talking about college prospects for the 2021 NFL Draft. I'm not fully in draft mode. Right now, I'm just covering some of the players that opted out of the season, and since they obviously aren't going to have 2020 seasons, I have to go off 2019's film. So, I can go ahead and start their process now. Now, I'm not going to make videos about all of the players I watch. Like, that's ridiculous. There's, like, legit, like, last season, I watched film on over 400 players, but I think I made, like, 30 videos on them. Yeah, I'm not trying to make that many videos on all these players. And y'all won't watch it if I just slam it. So, yeah. Also, I wish I could show film, but I can't. Because I don't have access to college all-22 film. I don't know where. I know a lot of YouTubers get it somewhere. I don't know where they get it. I would love to know. But since I don't have access to that, the only thing I can get is broadcast view. And I get copyright claims for using broadcast view all the time. I even had a strike last year on one of my videos. I've had videos blocked. I'm not trying to deal with that, so yeah, we're going to do things this way this year. I'm just going to have the webcam, and I'm going to give my thoughts. I've already watched the film, and I know Ja'Marr Chase fairly well already. I already had a pretty good idea before watching the film. I think most people that watch college football pretty much have an idea of who Ja'Marr Chase is. But he was a receiver for LSU. He was Joe Burrow's number one receiver last year. As far as his numbers, I'll get into that first. He had 84 catches, 1,780 receiving yards, and 20 receiving touchdowns. Just last year. That's insane. He is an absolutely amazing receiver. Out of the people that opted out, he is by far the best prospect. He was probably going to be the number one receiver in this class, and he might still be. Don't quote me. I haven't dove into the receivers this year at all, so there might be someone else. I don't know. But let's get into some of my notes here. I got my notebook right here. I don't know if you've seen that, but I've also looked at Jamie Newman. I'll do another video after this, probably. So yeah, obviously when you're talking about Ja'Marr Chase, he's not necessarily the most athletic receiver in the world. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he's not athletic. Don't put that in my mouth, because he is. He definitely has enough speed to get the job done. But what I'm saying is, he's not one of these freak athletes like a Tyreek Hill, like a Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson. Like, he's not like a freak athlete like that. He's about 6'1", about 200 pounds. And like I said, he's got enough speed, he's got enough quickness to get what he needs to do done. But he's not one of these freak athletes. I kind of want to get into some of the negatives before I get into the overwhelming positives, because he's an amazing player. That athleticism is one of the criticisms, and that's barely a problem. The only other thing I don't like from him is that he doesn't seem to block much. If the run is kind of going his direction, he'll try to get his body in the way, but he's kind of lazy with his blocks. It's not a deal breaker to me, but it is something I'd like to see him improve on. But now to get into the overwhelming positives with Ja'Marr Chase. He isn't just a route runner. Like, to say that would be underselling him to such a degree. He runs his routes with such nuance. He did, like I said, he did opt out, but I'm not criticizing anybody for that. I mean, COVID. When he's running his routes, he uses his hips, his eyes, his head, his hands, his feet. He uses everything to fake you out. For example, like if he wants to do a go route, but he wants to make it look like he might go inside. Some some receivers might just give a head fake or might just shuffle their feet. No, he will fully set you up. He'll really look like he's going inside. Like it's crazy. And also in his routes, he sets his hips down nice and low, which is something I really like. That really allows you to really sell the defender on what you're trying to make them think you're about to do. And then if you actually do it, you're going to explode faster. So let's say you're doing like a post route, right? You come straight up and then you sink your hips down, and that's going to allow it, when you turn, it's going to allow you to explode and get back to full speed much faster than it would be if you didn't do that. So that's one thing I really like to see from him. He might be the best route runner in this class, but like I said, I haven't looked at everybody yet. I'm not even close. Let's see. He consistently creates separation on almost every play, especially with shorter routes. He's going to create separation from the defender. Trayvon Diggs is one of the best rookie corners in the NFL right now, and single-handedly, Ja'Marr Chase destroyed his draft stock. Trayvon Diggs was a first-round pick until he went up against Ja'Marr Chase. And you can't necessarily just press him and think that that's going to fix the issue either. He is very good at using his hands to get off of press coverage. So good luck with that. You can't just beat him by pressing him up. He moves all around. I think his best spot is going to be in the slot. I think him as a slot receiver is deadly as hell. But he can move around. He played outside just fine, too. His hands are very consistent. He's good about boxing out the DB, especially on deep balls and stuff like that. Like, he's good about getting his body in position where only he can catch it. And for his size, he's very good at tracking. He's very good at hand fighting. So 50-50 balls are usually pretty good for him, especially for him not being the biggest receiver in the world. Even though I said he's not the most athletic, he is still very good for yak. That route running I talked about, and his hips and his ability to fake people out in the routes, it translates 2 yards after catch. You get him the ball, you get the ball in his hands, he will make people miss. He's a hard-nosed runner. He's always fighting for extra yards. He's got very good vision. He's just very good after the catch as well. And yeah, overall, he's just a very, very elite talent in this draft. Like, there's really not any real negatives to say. Like I said, I'd like to see him work on his blocking, and he isn't like the top tier athleticism, but that's not his game. His game is consistent hands and precise route running. That's what he is. That's what he's good at. But yeah, anyway, I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I just wanted to give my thoughts on him. I think most people are probably familiar with Ja'Marr Chase, but I just wanted to kind of... But not everybody watches college football. That's a fact. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.